Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 22 of Life After Foster Child. And if you are returning, welcome back. And we have a child in the bear phase right now. Celeste must have come home from school or entered it pretty soon after she came home from school. So I'm going to have Evie come here and wear the bear outfit, bear costume with Celeste, and then we're going to talk to her also. I have heard with respect to Jasmine and her quest for another award, because she has already won an award. Someone has said that if you just go to the award ceremony, sometimes randomly your Sims will win. So I took her on Sunday and she didn't win. I'm still doing everything I can to try and hope she can get nominated, but I will probably do the same thing. But since she didn't win, I did not bother showing that, and I've just sort of played off camera. They should be getting their results from this term pretty soon. I've made a note of what classes I might want them to take as electives. And let's go parenting. We're going to talk about that bear costume like I already said, but so hopefully she'll do okay in terms of getting that through, and hopefully both Clark and Evie will do well with their classes, and because they're kind of at the point where Evie, essentially both of them need to earn their degree and get a job using the degree, because so of course we will end up switching Clark out of his career, which if he runs out of vacation he'll just quit, because he has 2 more vacation days left, I think, when I looked. And we have to contribute knowledge on a research archive machine. So I purchased them one and stuck it in the bedroom upstairs, essentially in Jasmine's bedroom, which she never sleeps in anyways, because we always rally the troops. And I just had purchased it just shortly before I started playing here. So let's see, we can ask about phase. And I'm going to just double check I've been working, they finished I had to take them to the park so they could finish their social butterfly aspiration for both of them. I don't remember if I did that between these 2 parts. I think maybe I did, or if I had already done that previously. So they have completed their aspirations, the kids. But I want them to stay kids for a while, so I'm not really in a rush to age them up. I just kind of wanted to get that done so they can kind of do their own thing. I'm working on their character values is what I'm working on. So we can ask her about inspiration. I'm just waiting for some time too. So we got probably someone threw something in the garbage. We're going to talk about that bear costume again. Try and get her out of that as quickly as possible. I find the more you talk about it, the quicker we can. And there we go. There is Clark's result. So he got an A+ and everything. Yay. I forgot. I should have had them apply for scholarships. Not that they need it, because they're rich. They don't need scholarships, but you could have seen it because they have both maxed their bowling skill. But at this point, this is going to be their last term, so obviously it doesn't matter. And there's our Evie in her bear costume with her final grades, and she got A+ too. So of course we're going to sign up for our last term, and he needs... Oh, not their last term. I was hoping it was their last term. He needs 5 more classes, so we'll do 2 of these and 1 elective. And I did take a look at their skills so that and made a note so that I could figure out what I actually wanted them to. Of course, it depends on what our options were going to be, but I want to look. So archaeology was one of the ones I wanted, and it's right here. So we're just going to go with the top one that I had on his list. So we're going to go for that one. And of course, we are going to continue to stay at home. Though now that they have essentially done everything they needed to do with the campus, they could move back home because it's not as important to be here. But I figure we'll stay here a little bit longer. Maybe another few parts. I don't really know. Because maybe we'll celebrate the bunny day here, and then perhaps we'll have them move out. We'll see how it goes. It is kind of a small location, but I'm also thinking, much as they would move back home, I probably would move them again, and they might move to the big lot in Del Sol Valley, because that's probably a better location. They could have room for a playground there and a nice garden area, and it's big, probably bigger than they need, but the place they had was a little bit small, so it might be better to have a bigger lot, even though it's actually a pretty big lot, the lot they were on. So we're going to go next, and there is all of his stuff. The scholarship merits keep growing. I don't know. I kind of wonder if that's like a glitch or if every time you do a term you get another one. I'm not really sure. So he made 2,055, and now here we go for Evie signing up for another term. And again, so we're gonna do, oh, that's interesting. I was thinking of doing archaeology for her also, so I guess we'll leave her with this, so we'll take what was suggested. And we're gonna, of course, stay at home, and she has the same 3 scholarship merit things there. So we'll hit OK, and there they go. They're all registered for their next term. So her classes are all Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So she is going to have 3 exams that she's going to have to do. And so that's 3 homeworks that she has to get done tonight for her classes tomorrow. And then these 2 are back to back, the archaeology and the afternoon ones. So more importantly, let's look at Clark's schedule. He has 2, so he has classes every day of the week because he has 2 on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and then 1 on Tuesday, which is the programming one. So again, his archaeology is also on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and his mischief is there. So let's see. So they probably should concentrate on getting their homework done. But what I had also wanted to do and he has to do homework and he has to study and go to office hours, which he can probably do that tomorrow. The office hours, because let's take a look again. Let's look at his work schedule. That's what I want to do. So he works on Fridays, and he has 2 classes on Fridays, unfortunately. So he has one from right in the middle of the day. So he is not going to be able to go to work. He's going to have to take a vacation day. And like I said, or we could have either Evie or Jasmine write an excuse note. Maybe we'll do that so he can just stay in his career that much longer. And so I'm going to do that. But I'm also, what I was starting to say before I decided to look at what Clark's schedule was like, other than they have to get their homework done, is the organization events. In an hour, the Bot Savants are having their meeting, and I would like to have him join that because he has everything he needs to now make the robot arm. So he's made the mechanisms and he's made the computer chips. If he doesn't have the other things, we can easily buy them, but those are the things he had to make. So he's got everything made. So I want to do that with him. So then he can then more easily work on the stuff that they asked him to do for the Bot Savants, because he'll be all ready. It won't give him really any boost because he's already maxed the skill, but I figured it would still be fun to actually join that now that he's prepared. So I'm going to just have them work on their homework, and then we're going to head over there. I'll be back when they get there. So we are here, and we're going to do a cheerful introduction to this Bot Savants member because we would like to ask him if we can join the club. And we have 2 people now we're going to ask to join. We have 2 people now in the bear costume because I put Jasmine in it and had her talk to Celeste also, in hopes that we could end it quickly. So he is now a Bot Savant member, and what does he need to do? He needs to craft. Well, he can enhance a bot because we don't have a bot made, but hopefully we can, for the next one. But we can easily craft a chatterbot, and probably we could do the RC quadcopter soon. But he really needs to go home and finish up his homework, as does Evie, who, I don't know what she's doing here. She's updating her social media status, and she needs to research a topic. But we have till Sunday to get the tasks done. So it's not such a big deal about that. So now that we essentially got over here and we did what we wanted him to do, we look like we're good to go. So that was kind of it. So we're going to take them back home, and they'll continue working on their homework. And I might have Jasmine take the 2 girls volunteering because that's one of the things they still need to work on. And I expect we've been here before. Or, I mean, we could stay a little longer, but I don't know that there's really any point. He can scrap that, and that's all he can do. And I have edited this lot to add more things to it. The lot itself is pretty much the same. I did change the roofing so that there's like some, here there's like a glass roof. And I did that because there was some issues. They have it open, and so when you're trying to take pictures, it just looked strange with the walls up. And then I came back and added more things to it. So it's primarily Discover University base game, and of course Get Together, because I have some entertainment things from Get Together. But I did add these from Spot A, which of course if you don't have Spot A, they're just not there. It's not like they're in a spot where it really matters. So I just did that on purpose. And there is also there's like a spot to shower because of the workout area. But that's all that is a shower area, because they have toilets and sinks over there. So I'm going to take them home and I'll be back. Well, they're all back, and I'm going to have Evie try and talk about the bear costume again. Parenting and talk about the bear costume. And that reminds me, we need to start a gathering. And then I'm going to just have Clark do his homework for tomorrow, which he needs. He's got his archaeology one completed, and he needs to do this learning to fake it, which is for his mischief. There we go. We'll have him do that. And once she's finished doing that talking, I'm going to have her do her other homework. She has done one. She's got this one, which was first thing. So we need to do the other ones. We're going to do the author as a character, which is right here. And I'll have Jasmine talk to her also about the bear costume. Hopefully the more we get done, the sooner she'll be out of the bear phase. And then once she finishes that, I'm going to have her, we could try, I was going to take them volunteering, but first we're going to rally the troops, because they weren't in the best shape when they went out, and I had rallied the troops, but I don't know if that would be good enough. Then I'm going to see what happens when we contact the PR agency. That's what we're going to do. And so I'm actually going to check Clark's work schedule, because I know I wrote an excuse note for him for tomorrow, so he doesn't have to go to work, and he's taking a sick day. And then he works again on a Monday, but Monday is going to be the same, so he won't be able to go to work on Monday. But how about Tuesday? When is his class for? It's 11 to 12:25, so he kind of doesn't. Oh, look at this. Request a good story. Request a bad story. Get on a celebrity's guest list. Why don't we try this request a good story and see? We just ran a phony positive story on you, and the Sims are gobbling it up. Your reputation so essentially it's not really very useful, because she already has a max reputation, so she doesn't need any phony stories being written about her. But I thought we would try it, and we'll go volunteering in our bear costume. Maybe that will help her get over it. So we're going to volunteer with the two kids, Celeste, and we'll go walk to fight disease. So we'll go do that. So they're going to do that. The others are doing their homework. So I will be back, because as soon as Clark has done his homework, I'm going to try working on the robo arm. So I'll be back when he's starting that, unless something happens. Clark has all weekend to do his final homework, which is for his class on Tuesday. So we're going to try and come in here and craft cybernetics, craft robo arm. And he does indeed have everything he needs. I wasn't sure if he had maybe gone through a lot of his robot salvage parts while he was working on the mechanisms and computer chips, especially because I had to make some extra ones. And we will have him do a white and copper one. Not that it matters. That's what he's going to go work on. So there is a cost to it, as well as all the components. So it's actually really expensive. But we have a pop-up for this. We're going to keep walking. Oh no, she falls. But she won't be stopped by it. She gets right back up. She earns a ton of simoleons for charity. And she got some emotional control. Not that she needed it. She'd already passed it. She needs empathy. So what's he doing here? Reacting and discussing. Yeah, I'm noticing that a lot. They're doing that a lot. So I don't know that Evie has finished all of her homework. So let's just... Nope, she hasn't. So we're going to have her do her final homework there. At least she'll have the weekend before the Monday homework. And so that's a lot more homework that they have to do when they have all their classes on Monday, Wednesday, Friday versus having some on Tuesdays. But the upside is she has Tuesdays and Thursdays off. But yeah, because essentially they have to do the homework. Though I don't know that I can't remember if they have to do homework before the exam. I think they do. Versus if it's only 2 days a week, they only have homework 2 days. So he is working on this. So what I was saying was that, what are you doing? Are you finished? You're reacting in disgust. Did you? I don't think you finished it. What happened to your robo arm? Oh, he's completed it. That was quicker than I was expecting, I have to say. So I guess in some ways, maybe it was good to join them because I think it's supposed to possibly speed things up. I don't remember. So we're going to quit. Well, maybe we shouldn't do that right now. Maybe we should take a look at what we need to do. He needs some fun and he's a bit hungry. So why don't we come here and rally the troops because we're hungry. Club gatherings, rally the troops. And... she's playful. That I can handle. And how about you? Are you still in this bear phase? You're not actually in your bear phase, so you don't need to wear this anymore. So why don't you change outfit? I think it's a bit cool, but maybe we'll just put that on and see if you are okay with it. Yeah, so she's not in that. So that was pretty quick, I'd have to say. Less than a day that she was in that because she just got into it when right before I was starting to record. So it wasn't very long. So missing toy. Keep looking for it, I guess, because you can easily get your emotional control back up. And why don't you come here and write in your journal. Usually and finally Patchy went back on. I think he got a little bit out of sync because we left while he was off. Usually for kids, I only have them write in their journals. Like if I'm trying to skill them up and playing on a normal lifespan or whatever, because they won't get any skill. They get creativity skill, but once they've maxed the creativity skill, they don't get writing skill from it. So, but I was figuring it doesn't really matter. So why don't you actually change your outfit? She has a gig on Saturday, and I did, even though it resets, I had practiced her romantic scenes, and she had developed her charisma skill ticked because she has maxed it, but it's come on. It's undone now. It's not like that anymore. So that is, where is the guitar? Is it in your inventory? Because I know you were using the guitar, but I'm not sure. Why don't you go here? And I can't recall. I was going to have her write some lyrics, and there it is, song lyrics. So we're going to resume that. But she's going to actually not use her guitar anymore for it. She was using her guitar initially to do it, and now she's not. So you probably, Clark, should do some streaming to keep but you need some fun. So why don't you, now that you've rallied the troops, why don't you come into your bedroom and play a game? And then after you've done that, we'll scrubberoo yourself because you kind of need to do that. And you no longer need to wear this either. And you need some fun also. So we're going to just change outfit. And when she's finished her homework. So she'll be all ready for her classes, luckily. And then I think she has to research any topic. And you can't convince children, I don't think. Let's check. But I don't think you can. Oh, you can convince to bathe. Well, obviously you can't convince them to cook because there's nothing they can cook. I'm surprised that some of these things are here for children because I can't imagine that they can actually do most of those things. No. This is not acceptable behavior. We're going to express disappointment for making that mess. And then we will... And that's gone. I think probably we could have encouraged her for something. She either... I don't remember if I told her... She was writing in her thing. That was probably what it was. So, in her journal. So we're going to influence to... Actually, let's see whether we can. Let's pause. Before she gets away on me. We're going to try and see if we can convince to clean and whether that will count for cleaning up this mess. Because she needs to convince the sim to do something. If not, I'll just convince her, the normal way. Unless Celeste goes and cleans up. Is she going to do anything? Well, it helped. I don't know that she's actually going to do it. So now that whether we're going to influence to clean up the mess. Unless she was already going to clean up the mess. It doesn't look like I don't know that she was. So she should have got all of her homework done. She did. But she needs some fun and she goes to school pretty soon. So we're going to let her come over here and play a game herself. And they're all going to kind of do their own thing. So I will be back a little later. Classes are done for today for everybody, including Evie, whose class was last. I invited they're checking their badge progress for their thing. We won't worry about becoming friends with him. Darsh works with Jasmine, and she had to... I figured I would just do it again, even though it resets. And she's supposed to be practicing romance scenes with him. It looked like she was already doing it, but she's still doing it, so we can't really set up. I was going to set her up for a second time, didn't realize she hadn't actually finished her first go-around. But I thought what we'd do with Evie and Clark, we try and work on a little bit on what they need to do. They have to do their homework, but she has the weekend to do that. Her tasks here is she needs to research any topic, and this is the one that I really would like her to get the gold machine, and here's where I got the... I purchased this. So I think we will research the results of photo editing. Why not? She already has maxed her photography skill, but whatever. And you should come back here and try and do another, performing another romance scene. It does say or horror scene there, but it says romance at the top. And I'm not researching the playful emotion. I just don't like to, because I don't like my Sims, as you probably know, to get playful, because, there's always a chance of death with that. So not my favorite thing. So I'm having him study, because I'm trying to get this study for 2 hours done, and I have him studying archaeology. Speaking of archaeology, it didn't occur to me, and we've already done so much homework, but I'm going to... come in here if I haven't already got it, and I'm going to get a archaeology boost is what we're gonna do. So, but I think Evie still maybe has to do archaeology homework. I've already had him do his second archaeology homework, but it is what it is. So let's see here. Where is he? He also has to level up his research and debate to level 7 for the university aspiration, because you need to get to level 7 for that. And it's at the top, of course. He's level 6 already. I think he was level 3. I had made a note of what skill they were, just so that when I got the options, I could see and compare and decide. Because when he's done that. What I want him to do now, and I'd like to sort of end with, is I want him to put his robo arm on. If we can find it in his inventory. There it is. White and copper robo. So we're going to equip that. And there he is wearing it. And now we have to craft a chatterbot. So we need some salvage parts before we do that. So we're going to go on here and we're going to purchase a bunch. And it is under upgrade parts down here at the bottom. We got the most we can get, 99. And so now we're going to come over here and craft that toy, and we're going to make that chatterbot. We will make a blue one. We'll give these to the kids maybe. So he's working on a blue one, and we'll see how it goes. He does need some fun, but he can get the fun after he at least gets this one done. He does have till Sunday morning, but I thought it would be kind of fun to see him wearing the robo arm And she, so researching didn't really help her because it increased her photography skill, which she had already maxed. So I should have researched something she hadn't maxed already, probably. So let's get this chatterbot done. Chatterbot done. And they're going out to play. What do you need, my dear? Do you need some fun? Oh, he has created his latest creation, the chatterbot. So let's take a look here to see he does need still some fun. And hopefully it completed it. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go in here. And it did. So we probably should rally the troops because it looks like they need a little bit of help with their needs. And I probably should take Jasmine if her coworker is still here, which he is. Good. Let's make sure I don't think I've done the second one. I think because he wasn't. Oh, we're finished. So we don't need to do anything with him. Though it will reset when she has a gig tomorrow. Which I'll do off camera, of course, and I'll play a bit more off camera just to sort of make some progress. I just thought it would be kind of fun to see since I was ready with this and all the parts that I thought it, show it him joining them and making it and then using it for the first time. But that's going to be it for this part. Again, I'll be back in 2 weeks. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.